Good evening, everybody. Hell's Unicorn here once again, and this is a response video to one just put up by the Ridley Report. it is a pro-Free Stater media outlet here on YouTube, one that I am very happy to support, and hopefully they will bring sanity back to New Hampshire politics. The subject of this particular video that I'm responding to is that Mr. Ridley, who is an up-and-coming independent journalist, decided to film some Planned Parenthood supporters who are outraged that the executive board, of which carries veto powers according to the New Hampshire state constitution, decided to veto funding for state Planned Parenthood activities in New Hampshire. What this means is that Planned Parenthood is going to have to do what most other private organizations do, and that is they're going to have to get their money through donations from people who support the cause, rather than compulsing money out of people who have no say in the situation whatsoever, some of whom may support them, others who don't. I count myself among those who don't support them, and it generally angers me, in the same respect that the government basically forcing me to support the Iraq war with my money does, when these people say it is my duty and my obligation as a taxpayer to fund their activities. I want to focus not so much on the content of the video, because the content speaks for itself. These ladies in these pink shirts are thin-skinned authoritarian bitches. And frankly, they need to understand that when you go out in public and wave around your cute little picket signs, you are going to get filmed. You are in a public venue demanding public funding, so you will be subject to public journalism. If you don't want to be filmed, then stay locked up in your little shanty and make your opinions known through the internet. Simple thing to do. Or make yourself known when you go out and vote, and keep it to your fucking self. Anyway, I just wanted to touch upon the dishonesty of this whole thing, and I also wanted to make an acknowledgement of some distinctions between two different opinions which I disagree with. One which I respect, the other which I don't. Mr. Ridley is a principled pro-choice person who believes in the separation of powers, and he believes in the idea of liberty through contrary choice. I support a different form of liberty that, for the most part, runs parallel to that, but there's a strong divergence with regards to the abortion issue because of an inherent subordination of liberty under life when issues of life are a matter of concern, and it has nothing to do specifically with criminal justice. It has to do with what I would perceive as a modern form of bondage and slavery, albeit of a different kind than the one that everybody tends to think about when they hear that term. Mr. Ridley supports the libertarian notion of voluntary support for whatever causes you believe in, and I respect it. I don't agree with it with regards to the issue of Planned Parenthood. I think there is a moral imperative when it comes to defending the innocent. It's somewhat akin to the consistent life ethic, but just to break it all down, in the same respect that I don't support people being killed needlessly in foreign wars in order to satisfy certain parties, I also don't support the notion of killing people before they've had their first breath of life for the pleasure and the convenience of certain parties. The truth is that the abortion issue breaks down into a question of three categories: pro-life, pro-choice, and pro-abortion. Mr. Ridley is pro-choice. These hags that are out there waving their picket signs, who can't really form a coherent sentence and can only insult the people that they disagree with, are pro-abortion. Don't give me this crap about reproductive health. That's a nonsensical term. Reproductive health is code for abortions. You say, because I don't support Planned Parenthood getting public money so they can kill babies, that I am against women getting pap smears. No, I don't oppose women having access to actual health care. I oppose vacuum cleaners, table saws, and hot saline solution injected right into the uterus. That's what I oppose. And that money goes in to those specific procedures from the government by virtue of the fact that a company that does these things is getting the money. If they want public funding, then they must be apolitical. There is nothing apolitical about abortion. It is unto itself a political situation and thus has no place in non-profit organizations, particularly ones that are gaining taxpayer money free of charge. So the long and short of this is, I'm siding with Ridley on this particular one, and I'm against the pink shirt-toting psychopaths. Take from it what you will. With prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.